The Preschool Fund Day is an initiative we have with the Ministry of Education. We did a program for them to approve football in the ECC Center. And also, what we know is that this is the 7th edition that we are on. We had a big turnout, as you see. 11 schools participated, over 200 children, and all the children had fun. We want to thank the sponsors that continue to sponsor this program. From inception, SM Jalil, Holiday Snacks, and Universal Food. The Atobolan Stadium always give us this stadium courtesy. Well, this is our 7th year in the football fiesta, but we have been into preschool for about 10 years now. We have been into preschool for about 10 years now. Well, we see it as a social opportunity for socializing with the children, and also for offering a social benefit. The satisfaction here is that most of us put out our time, and all we see that we will have some players who will end up being a friend of the game, who will probably go on to make the national team, and who will stay away from trouble, most of us. As a matter of fact, the school now are a part of the stakeholder, because we normally have meetings with them even before we promote this program. And this time we went a step further, because we identified the school that were coming. We put the name tag on the tables so that they will know there will be where they will have to sit and all of that. So they have been really also pushing us to do this annually. We have been always advocating for the youths, and we use football as a medium. We know that we are from Waterloo, and Waterloo also have a lot of single parents, a lot of children. We have to support them, and we see many of them through football went on to get scholarship abroad. We have many of them in universities in the US. We have some players make the national youth team also. The last youth beach football, we had 2 teams, and there's only 10 players from Trinidad went up to that. So we know that we're doing something good, but we need your help. Corporate Trinidad, especially in Central, we will be passing around by you, because we have a drive to help every needy child, and we feel if a company gives a small amount, as much as $200, it will go a long way to what we want to do. And we want to thank you ahead of time for helping us.
What we found is that, you know, that the preschools were actually being highly, you know, cognitive, and we thought that we could aid in the holistic, you know, development by imparting a football flavor. And we found that schools could use football in actually getting across, you know, concepts in English language and mathematics particularly, even in science and so forth. So that we thought, you know, it had a place in aiding learning. Our biggest, you know, challenge happens to be, as always, a financial challenge. But certainly that has been actually, you know, helped, right, by having, you know, very kind people around the community, people like Corban Electrical, some of the pharmacies like Leonardville Pharmacy and so forth, and they have really come to help us out. At any time we approach, you know, certain businesses, they come to our aid. After all, you know, we need to buy certain things too. Right. I think, you know, the biggest joy is actually, you know, seeing these kids coming here with their mummies and daddies, and they actually belonging to a family unit. And we think, just as, you know, learning involves, you know, the whole family, we think even in sport, if the family gets involved, this will be for the betterment of the individual and the community as a whole.
Before we end, tell us briefly as what has been happening with the Waterloo Soccer Institute. I know that you all do a lot of traveling and things. What has happened with you all for the past 2017 coming into 2018?
Well, certainly what has been a problem for us here is the financial problem. So we have had plans to go to Canada and also go, you know, yet again to Barcelona, right? But because of the financial, you know, constraints, we have put this on hold, and we are planning to go to closer countries, you know, like Barbados and so forth. But there is the enthusiasm. As you know, there is a recession right now, so we are waiting certainly to ride out this period, and we're going to get into our fundraising, you know, exercises, rather than raise some funds. I would think that if we have, you know, the opportunities like this, not only football, I think that parents ought to grasp these opportunities. Certainly, right, this morning it was so nice to see mummies and daddies right here with their charges, right, and I told them, you know, if all communities actually, you know, have things like this, I'm sure the crime situation right in this country, I didn't say years to come, going to be maybe, you know, decimated.
Would we see Waterloo shifting a bit from football and maybe, you know, getting involved in any other sports at the preschool level, maybe cricket or whatever?
Yeah, I think that there are calls for us to get involved more in athletics. Right, because some of our footballers are good athletes, and even one or two schools would have actually asked us if we could get involved in that domain.
Well, speaking with Mr. Bartholomew through the Waterloo Institute of Soccer Players, decided to have a program, and the best target for the program was the kindergarten schools in Central, which started as a pilot project. But today it stays as a feature event for the Waterloo Institute of Football for the schools in Central Trinidad.
Now, presently you held the position of technical director, now you're director of football. So there must be something positive that you come to see because you are here at every event. Although it's a young age, it's kindergarten. Do you keep a keen eye out for talent at that young age?
Well, definitely yes, because you look at the children who are enthusiastic about the whole concept about the game of football. And it gives you a little identity of who you can look forward for the future, because from here they will move to the primary schools. And that's where you want to see the bridge or the gap between kindergarten and primary school football.
Is there any change that you feel that you can make here to better the event or to improve on it?
What I would like to see is I like to see other zones pick up the event, not only in Central. But if you can have it in all 8 zones in Trinidad and Tobago, I think that the football is going to improve, because what normally happens to us is that we start our football players at a very old age. And this is why we just started at kindergarten, so we could follow them up right through.
And maybe if we get it in all these zones, then you could have like a zone, a final.
Definitely.
Where the schools come and compete.
Yes.
Right. Is there anything you would like to share with Trinidad and Tobago before we wrap up concerning this event?
No, I hope that the other zones that we at the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association can encourage the other zones, organizations in the zones to take up the challenge, and someday we might see an inter-zone kindergarten.
Well, maybe with your portfolio now, Director of Football, you could institute a program.
Well, definitely, I'll talk with the executive and see how best we can fit this into our program.
Thank you very much, all the best.
A pleasure.